2020 was the most creatively productive year of my life. Not because I was more talented, not because I was more disciplined, but because I had time. For the first time, my schedule wasn't pulling me in 10 different directions. And when that happened, I made things all the time. Videos, photos, writing, experiments. And somewhere between then and now, life just filled back up. This year, I don't want to be busy. I want to be creative. And that means simplifying. Not my ambitions, my systems. I don't struggle with ideas. I struggle with friction. I have footage sitting on hard drives for the past several years. Trips, events, behind the scenes moments, years of my life captured and untouched. I've taken photos I haven't developed. I've written drafts I haven't gone back and edited. The issue, again, is not creativity. It's follow through. Follow through gets a lot easier when you can reduce friction. And this year, I'm simplifying how I create across everything. Videos. I've been in and out of making videos for years on YouTube. Mostly out as of late. It's kind of because I moved away from wanting to make film photography content, but I've still been filming. I just stopped finishing the videos. Editing has always been my opposition. I overthink it, I tweak too much, and then I just lose patience. So here's my shift. 3 hours. That's the maximum amount of time I'm going to allow myself to edit a video. Not per session, total. If it's not done in 3 hours, it's done anyway, because I don't need perfect. I need finished. If the videos aren't good at first, that tells me that I need to simplify even more. Fewer angles, cleaner structure, less fluff. The goal is not cinematic mastery for me. It's completion. It's momentum. I'm not Kubrick. I'm not Hitchcock. I'm not Spielberg. If you're someone who has unfinished projects in your folder right now, this could be a sign. A quote I'm really trying to let sink in and take root in me is that perfection is often just procrastination dressed up as standard. Lock that in. Photos. I want to take more photos. But more than that, I want to process them, When I moved a year ago, I never reset up my post-processing in the new space. But I missed the quiet kind of ritual of it all. The developing, the patience, the scanning, the anticipation of how the photos are going to come out. At the end of last year, I ended up stopping by a friend of mine's photo developing shop in downtown LA, and I just gave him all the rolls I collected from my point and shoot Leica camera. And seeing the photos was like a kind of unexpected experience. I saw photos that I did not even remember from events and moments, trips that I had taken with family and friends over the years, and it kind of reminded me exactly why I got into taking photos in the first place, which is to document my life. So this year, I'm not just taking photos. I'm committing to finishing the process. No more creative limbo in this area. Journals, making tools that I use. 2 years ago, I learned how to repair damaged books. Kind of turned into something I do to relax. Go to a bookstore, find books that are cheaper because they're not perfect, and fix them up. But then late last year, I fell into a YouTube rabbit hole of binding books. And I thought I could probably make my own journals. So I tried. And I'm about 5 journals in so far and learning a lot. Are they perfect? Nope. Nope, not close, not perfect. In fact, I call my first 5 my imperfect 5. Notebooks only a creator could love. But are they improving? Yes, absolutely. Each one gets better than the last. There's something grounding or just prideful about making something that you're later going to be using. I love the process. It's a very slow, methodical process, making journals by hand. It reminds me that creativity is also physical. It's not just digital. This practice feels more aligned and not like something random and extra. And that kind of goes with my theme for this year, aligned creativity, not scattered efforts or wasted energy, but it's in line with what I'm already doing. So I'm enjoying it. Plans, trying to design a life here. We're not just making a schedule. Last year, I took an impromptu work trip out of the country, and I remember thinking on the trip, why the heck haven't I planned a trip for myself? Why do I only travel for work? It's so easy for the year to fill up with obligation, work, deadlines, logistics. You look up and you've been running around and not really living your life. To me, that cycle kind of feels like a hamster wheel. This year, I'm making plans on purpose. Hikes, camping, small adventures, things I want to do, places I want to go. Not because I need content, because I need to reset more. I need to be tapped in with myself. Creativity cannot thrive in exhaustion. articles, practicing what I'm learning. I'm currently in a writing apprenticeship that I'm really enjoying. It's sharpening my skills, but I also want to be producing at the same time. Not too much, so I'm putting more energy into writing consistently, especially on Medium. That platform has always felt really freeing to me. It's not rigid, there's no format, just ideas, whatever I want to write. This year I don't want to wait to feel ready. I'm going to practice in public. This isn't about doing more for the sake of productivity. It's about removing the friction that keeps me from finishing. 3-hour edits, developing the film, binding the journal, planning the trip, publish the article. Simplifying my year doesn't mean shrinking it. It means reducing hesitation. I don't want this year to pass with unused footage, undeveloped film, half-written drafts, and postponed plans. I want to be actively creative, not theoretically creative. This year I'm choosing momentum over perfection. And if you're in a season where you feel currently stalled, maybe it's not motivation you need. Maybe it's simplification. What's one area of your life that feels unnecessarily complicated right now? That might be where your energy is leaking. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And as always, thanks for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. All right, everybody. Peace.